To avenge a loss against Providence earlier in the year. Sellers!
Great teams under the great Jim Calhoun as Sellers team
wants him to have a killer instinct and be dominant consistently. It's that energy he's looking for, and guys, Terrace Reed has lived up to that today.
What a play by none better in the sport, especially with those out-of-timeout plays. The offensive mind of Hurley. Sellers to the rack.
Back to the backcourt. Here goes Sellers. Oh, my goodness. Maybe say they banged the backboard. On the other end, another dunk by Jaylin Sellers. Jones pushing. Edwards, lob! Sellers again.
Austin Sellers breakout ahead of the back. Sellers hard to the basket, throws it down.
The former Husky with an offensive rebound. Sellers! Buy it!
Anybody can beat anybody. Greg McDermott talking about that on the Big East podcast as Sellers gets to the back. Sellers answer big time Bucks.
I'm a little surprised he didn't call a timeout after that. Inside move, and finally they get a bucket. So loose ball run down by Sellers. Strong double hits. And that search goes. I just want to keep you honest. Sellers to the edge of 4. 3 of 9. Providence trying to get back in it. Yeah. Nice move by Sellers. Sitting a while. Pull up. Sellers gets it to go.
I'd love to see him touch that ball a little bit more.
By the way, already 5 team fouls against St. John's. And look at Sellers.
Xavier from a defensive standpoint.
A deep launch. Right when Providence had it.
You gotta get a stop. One-on-one.
Haven't seen a lot of them so far.
Going to the locker room. Sellers got it off the window for the Friars. He made all 3 of his shots, plus free throws. That's the way to start. Works out to Sellers. He wants to accelerate. He gets all the way and finishes with the left hand. Timeout.
Has Fox on him, and they go right to work.
Sellers sticks it. Fox sends it back to Sellers. A deep triple. Bam! Fox shovels it to Sellers. The Big East scoring title for Jay.
To get there.
Here's the look for Sellers. And he hits.
Coach K, it works to have that kind of situation. They hope it happens here, whether or not it starts at the end of the season.
About having momentum at halftime. Have to do it on the defensive end.
Sellers is. Here's Sellers now. Sellers got it. 3-pointer is good. Mismatch that Providence wants, and Sellers will drop another 3-pointer. Approaching the 9-minute mark of the second half. Sellers, a great one-on-one player, taking Graves down on the block and just too strong.
Andy, they played in 17 clutch time games this season. And speaking of clutch there.
And now it's a 2-man game. Sellers and Arunse. Sellers drives it. Sellers puts it in. Big bucket
Of your opponent. Osman Arunse found the shooter opposite, an acrobatic finish at them.
When you take that mindset.
Sellers their leading scorer with 11, and he launches, and he lights the.
Was a couple of years ago, and it's been good to see him more efficient offense. Notice that the Friars are not coming to help on defense.
Sellers again has it now. He gets right by Pierre Justin and finishes tough in late first half. 12 for him. Got a look in his eye and making it count.
Oswin Arunse is going back to the locker room. A 3-pointer is good for
Sellers. Jaylin Sellers got it. They score it. It was the
deep 3 from Sellers. What do you do about that?
You actually.
Sellers left open, made it look easy. So smooth. Back to Vox. Could he finish with a 3? Wow. Clip that for the reel. Leading the way, they lead the Big East in that category. Sellers steps back. Now that'll help the Friars quite a bit.
Earlier in the week,
Sellers, step back, going left. Still hot. He hit another. Sellers spins back with the right hand and scores it.
End up obviously in Sellers' hands, and when it goes down the lane, as he goes down the lane for the and.
Back to Sellers. Spinning and scoring. From 3-point range. Sellers, good up fake, count the basket and a foul. The screen, puts up a three for the lead, he's got it. Sellers for three, wow! Bizjack has 30 points. Sellers with Bizjack on him, and he somehow scoops it up and in.
Very, very good for Villanova. Another good stop.
Sellers trying to end the Villanova box off the shot fake. And the follow jam for Sellers. Into the paint for two more for Jaylin. Sellers with an 0 against Creighton. Sellers and one. Sellers using that offhand. Now goes to the left. Sellers hangs and hits. Runse to Sellers, an open three from the wing, knocks it through. Graphic Providence has led for 11 seconds in the game as Sellers gives the Friars the lead. And it's stolen. Sellers with a breakaway. Sellers jams it home. We gave it up for Jaylin Sellers, who finds his spot and opens up the scoring for the Friars. As we've seen earlier. Sellers back to the mid-range, and he's hit two from that.
Quiet, just one made field goal. Took contact, counted in the foul.
Number 1 3-point shooting team so far in the Big East. This is Sellers. Big shot for the Friars. A little bit of a bobble. Sellers, one to shoot. Sellers! They're one of the best rebounding teams in the country. Sellers reignites. Into the paint. Sellers from deep. That's good. For the one-score game. Sellers. That's good. They will count the bad plays. Couple of big free throws. 2-point game. Sellers fading away. Team wants to back down. Here comes Sellers with a hazy and the finish.
But the key, fellas, I've been told, is holding at 250 pounds. And that
Abdallas giving them that totally different look at the point.
Sellers got that deep, and he normally hits when he does.
Distance.
Jaylin Sellers. That is a really difficult three. Abdallas does have the 2 fouls. Now Sellers attacks, and with those 2 fouls, Abdallas gave it up for the Friars. Sellers, he never even hesitates and hits it home with a...
Tech look organized at all, but then here comes Sellers. Box on the perimeter, and then Edwards is going to try to make plays off the bounce, but there's Sellers.